say I had you winning in Atlanta and Puff winning in New York.
You said that.
Yep. Did he say that?
Now, I just said a lot. I didn't think you heard that.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit that subscribe button and stay in the loop. So Jermaine Dupri found himself in some hot water with fans on social media. The Social Dev founder went viral for asking why some artists choose to stay independent while try to chase the same benefits and resources that major label artists have at their disposal. He wrote, "I'm a little lost. Can someone tell me what the goal of being an independent artist is today? Because all the things that people are chasing is what major artists do. What's the thing that indie artists do that make it special?"
Whoa. All right. Yeah, we up in this piece.
What is that?
Huh?
Yeah. That's Serato. What is that?
Nah, this is a DJ app. Why?
It just keep stopping. I'm just like,
oh, no, I stopped. I stopped.
Like I'm saying here, like it's a record.
Oh, yeah. It operates like Serato.
Yeah, it's very similar. Same type shit.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, what's up? What's up? How we doing?
What's up, man?
That's right. We got a legend in the building.
Right here. Yeah.
JD you look like it's been a while since you did a press run. It looked like the hard hit the road, hit the pavement, take a flight to talk to somebody. Look at this.
Listen, I'm in the studio every day. I was in Magic City last night at 3 o'clock.
It sounded like it.
And my voice is still at Magic. I got on a plane, came here.
Were you there on personal or business?
Last night was Monday. It's regular lifestyle. Monday night.
That's right.
I mean, it was the premiere last night. We had a premiere last night. Since Friday is a documentary, but it was regular Monday. I mean, it wasn't a regular Monday, but it's Monday night.
So was it still 10? Or was it a little bit more?
What, for me last night?
Yeah.
I mean, since I ain't stayed long, I wasn't really spending nothing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? It was other people in there going crazy, though.
Okay.
You know you shook the world with that 10 grand a week thing for the last, how many years was it?
Yeah, 10 grand every week, Monday.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's a lot of money. A lot of people didn't believe that. My question was, why?
Why what?
It's culture though, right?
I love that he just is like, what are you talking about? Why?
Why what?
It's that one that had that kind of pattern every Monday, and also what do you get out of it at this point, being famous and have access to so much?
Let me. How many of y'all really like hip hoppers?
Oh yeah,
all of us.
I mean, really went to the tunnel like religiously.
Maybe not
before my time, but
it's a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
it was the same thing.
I'm really a hip hopper. Like, I do this shit religiously, right? So therefore, like, I used to go to regular clubs and buy 5, 6, 7 bottles of Cristal. I go to the strip club and I do what I do in the strip club. It's like, this is like routine of niggas who really do this.
Pay money or anything. He said it.
Nah, that ain't.
Listen, I was in the clubs. I wasn't spending $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta think, like, this is like,
nah, but Atlanta culture
prime
is different.
time when like this is the thing on every Monday.
Yeah.
We go to Magic City every Monday.
It's one of you gotta be there, joint.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a thing.
It's a part of hip hop. If you was somebody,
it ain't even about like hip hop. This is just it's Atlanta.
It's Atlanta,
right?
change, yeah.
It's really just Atlanta. It's like, if you ain't got shit else to do in Atlanta,
and you got an extra 10,
you're gonna go to the strip club. This is it's just what happens, right? And if you start going, like I said, if you start going normally, like I do, I don't know how, I don't know if you just start looking at it or not and just saying like, okay, maybe the night I spent $4,000. It's still gonna sound crazy to, I guess, a lot of people.
Well, just to give you context of the room, they don't really strip club.
Huh?
They're not gonna go get no.
We don't
money.
freak.
Niggas strip club niggas don't
strip club nigga.
I mean, Joe, I seen you in the strip club a lot of times. How much money you spend?
I'm always in the strip club.
That's what I'm saying. How much?
But you wasn't always spending money in the strip club.
You wasn't spending no 10 grand a week for the last 30 years.
You said
not at all, but there's a culture.
sure.
This
Oh,
is-
yeah, for sure,
This is
for
just
sure.
a strip club
For sure.
culture. He didn't say that 10 like he had a regret.
No, he didn't. No, he said it like that was normal. That's regular.
Yeah, that's why
I actually don't. You got, people that's talking about it, they the ones that's reminded me of like, oh damn, I spent that much money.
Well, you
don't
weren't thinking about it.
You don't actually. You don't go to the strip club saying,
This my 10. I'm gonna spend that.
let me see what I'm gonna do tonight. Like, you don't.
It just happened, and you be
You
like,
just be in the
Some
club.
people
and you
do.
like,
I feel like some people do.
You in
Some
the
people
club, you like, give me 5.
That's rich people shit.
Then the 5 go turn into 2 more. You know what I mean? Then you at 7. It's like,
Yeah, you got rid of the 5 faster than you would have liked.
yeah, that's what
now
I'm
we
saying.
got to go double it up real quick.
It's-
My question for you ain't about how much money you spent in the strip club. My question is, how much money did the strip club lead you to spending outside of the strip club? How many rents did you pay? Mortgages did you pay? Cars did you buy? How many
Tuition.
girls did you hire to be an intern? Come to the studio, lay a hook on this. I want to know about that.
yeah, I don't even think I ever indulged in that part of it. Yeah, I don't think they was in videos and stuff like that, but I don't think, I don't,
you ain't have to.
Huh?
You ain't have to.
But in the videos?
You being who you are, you didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I mean, well, nah, you still gotta. I mean, if you start paying, they get used to you paying.
True.
So whatever you do, you gotta
It's
pay.
gonna keep up.
You know what I mean, that's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
who you become. That
True, true,
person. But I never really, outside of that, like I said, I need this space as a place that I go to, like, clip. Like I always just stand out
Release
there in
steam.
the air.
Yeah.
That's how it is to me. I go to Magic City to clear my mind, stop thinking about the studio, stop thinking about all the other business that I got to do, watch, listen, whatever, and then go back. So it's I don't need them in my space like that.
Did you ever test records?
That's just
there?
about to ask you.
Did you ever,
Yeah, always. Every time I make a record, I'm in there testing.
Is there a record that you went there that comes to mind that you was totally unsure about until you got there?
No, it's a record that I didn't think I would ever hear in the strip club, which was the Money Long Made For Me record. I thought the first time I heard that song in the strip club, they was playing it just because I frequent the strip club. But I seen the dancers really in there singing the song, and I was like, oh, this shit really is a
That's
hit.
crazy.
Yeah, like, I ain't make this song for y'all to be naked and be in there. Like, I ain't do that.
Should that record have had more legs than it did? Like, because we saw the impact it had organically. I've seen it played in strip clubs up here. And I think that was around the time that the whole universal TikTok thing was going on. She spoke out about it. That, like, actually she came here and spoke out about it.
She did.
So do you feel like that record should have lasted longer than it did?
Nah.
Got it.
I mean, it was a hit record, and it was a traditional R&B song in the middle of TikTok and all this other shit that we think don't people, and with everybody on the internet saying R&B is dead, and we came out with a traditional R&B song. I didn't even talk on the record. It's like the most R&B record you could possibly make, and it broke through all the noise, and it still went #1. So,
Shout out to her. We love her. Friend of the show.
She was fine. I had a Magic City question. So last year, I was for the first time I went to Magic City on a Monday, and it was an experience. I want to ask: is it still? Because you said you was there last night. Is it still the same culture? Like,
you looking for
did
that
I get
girl
the
again?
right experience?
He looking for that girl.
Looking for that girl again.
I ain't look. Come on with me.
what you mean? What part of it?
No, because you. I know you. How can I say? Is it still the same?
Is the energy still the
Is
same?
Magic City
I
20,
mean,
25 the same as it was in
Back in the 90s.
I had people with me last night that were saying they never seen it like last night. I believe that the documentary is getting ready to send it back into this space that whatever you probably seen before.
Yeah.
But Monday nights have been, for the last month, they've been back
Turning
on
it back
the
up. Okay.
incline.
And Magic City been around since what, the 85?
40 years this year.
40 years?
85.
They're celebrating the 40th anniversary.
We used to go there in
this year.
college. That's why, to me, the difference, because I used to go there in the 90s where we had, like, broke nights, you went to Monterey's and all the little spots in West End. We had money, you went to Magic City. Magic City seemed like Disney World to us. Like, it was like the greatest strip club ever.
Yeah.
When I was there 5 years ago, last time I've been there, it felt different. And I didn't know if it was about that business or if strip club culture in Atlanta is different.
What felt different to you?
it didn't feel as big a deal. It didn't feel as it wasn't as packed.
Yeah.
But also the energy didn't feel the same. It didn't feel.
That's
like,
the
wow.
music. That's the music part of the. I mean, I think that's the music part because the music creates the vibe. Like when I just walked in here, y'all was playing music. That creates the vibe. If the music ain't right, the vibe ain't right in the club. So that was why I wanted to do the music. Anyway, I wouldn't want to do the music any other reason, but that's why, because I've been feeling that too. Like the music, but it come down to the music when it comes to the vibe of Magic City.
So is that why you want to do the documentary now, because the vibe dropped off?
No,
and
no.
bring attention back to it?
Well, the documentary just happened organically because I showed it at South by Southwest when I was showing Freaknik. So I did Freaknik last year, and I showed Magic City like the day after that, and then we sold it. So it just happened to be, I don't know, this is a universe, and it's their 40th anniversary. I didn't pick it for this to be that time, but I think it worked perfect.
Oh, good.
And there's a whole soundtrack for this project, right?
Yeah. So it was basically like, it's like Jay-Z album American Gangster, because they didn't want to do a soundtrack because it's a documentary.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it's music inspired by.
Yeah, it's music inspired by Magic City.
Okay.
How does having a hit like Money Long today feel like having hits? You've got 30 years of hits. How does it feel different today versus?
I'm not sure. I think Chris, they telling you to stop. For me, it was like, it didn't feel different as far as like the chart movement. It felt different because I heard a bunch of people saying, like even what Joe just asked me, did it feel like the song didn't do what it did? But as far as like it moving up the charts, it felt pretty much like the same way. We just had it was fueled differently. Like I said, it was a traditional R&B ballad that I was on TikTok posting people singing the song,
right,
and on Instagram. I never did that for none of my other records before, so that definitely was interesting.
Go ahead.
Two-part question. What was your first number one?
Mine, Jump.
Thought so. And then, being that you've been in the music business at a really, really, really high level, do you see drastic differences, like you just said, like the push in that song versus back in the day?
Yeah.
Like all of the behind the scenes shit is way, way different?
Yeah, everything is different. I mean, everything is completely different now. It's like, I mean, I don't even know that the music business wants to be a music business no more, because it's like, I used to walk in music like offices and the music be so loud when you get off the elevator that you know you at a record company. Now,
You got a tech spot.
they got offices
Goldman
and
Sachs.
buildings where they can't even play the
Headphones
music.
on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
crazy.
why would you pick an office where you can't play the music if it's a record company? None of that sets well with me. I don't understand none of that. So it's a lot of things that's not right.
Gotcha.
You know, are just completely different than what it used to be.
You feel like you ever get into this thing where you have to remind people, like, just how long of a tenure you've been in this game?
100%.
Because people really don't understand you've been through certain decades of hits. Like, there's not a lot of people on the hit side. Even the people that, like, when they want to compare you and do the verses with certain people, I don't think people understand you aren't just an exec. You write, produce, and you've been doing that at a high clip for a very long time. So
Yeah, I mean, you know, even like when we talk about the $10,000, I be sitting around saying, I'm me. What we talking about? And I'm saying this to say, like, y'all will never interview another person while y'all do this show that I think that has written a rap album, wrote the entire album, produced the entire album, and it sold 8 million copies. Y'all ain't gonna interview nobody else up here. The type of money that I was making when I was a teenager, going into a young 21-year-old person, is not the normal money that these niggas be thinking they making right now, because they weren't doing that.
Yeah, true.
So I think I hate having to do that, because I'm like, this is just natural.
Never say.
No, you
But that's what.
but you have to.
You like
I
to
mean,
love that.
I mean, I
wanna
see
have to
you
do
have
it,
to do
though.
it.
I think
guess now.
you waiting on the right moment to really do it. I feel like I see glimpses of you wanting to remind people, but you are who you are, so there's no point in
But the
doing
record
it.
itself
but
is
then
reminding
no, that ain't true.
Because a lot of people got you fucked up.
He's waiting on a moment
to really do it.
I think that versus was
That
that.
versus was
It's
supposed to
not
be it.
really a moment to do it because, like what I just said right now, right? I just said I saved this for this pod. I was sitting playing thinking, what can I say so niggas will understand? Stop saying that 10,000 shit to me like I ain't me.
Like you and you.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, wait a minute, cool, all right. You know, like last night we had like one of the executive producers for the documentary is the Hawks owner, right? And I posted and people was like, oh, I see you had a billionaire in the building last night. So I'm like, okay, so y'all
makes two.
niggas know about his money, but when I tell y'all I spent $10,000 at Magic City, y'all act like something is wrong.
Gotcha.
Right? So I'm like, let me try to figure out what I can say to niggas to make sure they understand. What I just said to y'all, you can go Google this. I don't give a fuck who. I'm Timbaland, Swiss, Dr. Dre. We can keep naming them. I don't know none of them that's wrote rap songs for their artists and produced the record by themselves.
Who do
Nobody.
you think's responsible for your legacy in that way? Like Quincy Jones, his name walks in the room before he does, kind of thing, you know? But you're saying right now that you don't feel like you get the same, like, you know, acknowledgement or respect. Like, how would that, like, what's one thing that could, like...
I mean, it's hard because in rap, in hip hop, when you one of one, niggas try to look the other way because they can't, it's no really way to compete with it. Like, I've done this a bunch of times. Like, if I be like the first nigga in Atlanta with a G-Wagon, which I was, niggas was acting like, oh, what truck is that? Like, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the first person on Cribs that taught niggas about Bentleys. This is facts. I was the first nigga that y'all seen on TV to say, if you ain't got one of these, you ain't a big dog. I was the first nigga with a Bentley in his garage. This is not rented. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to sound like...
No, sound like...
I don't want to be so... I just be trying to figure out where the translation leaves at, and I'd be like, I guess niggas. Really...
I think the follow up, like, you know, the question I was trying to ask is, you know, using Quincy Jones as an example, is his legacy spoke because so many people spoke about it without him having to say a thing, versus your peers may. I don't know, maybe they don't talk as much about your contribution as you feel.
I don't think a lot of them even understand it. I think a lot of them feel like, you know, and I will say this. When I first started, hip hop was an old person sport, an old man sport, let me say this. So when I came in the game, what I made a lot of money with, people tried to dismiss it as like K-pop almost. Okay. Like niggas was talking about Crisscross like they was K-pop.
Dog, let me tell you something. The niggas in Jersey that taught me how to rap, rest in peace, Dutch. His favorite two rappers was Lord Finesse and Da Brat. That was it. So that Funkdafied album did what it needed to do.
Hell yeah.
In Jersey, where I'm from.
Well, I'm not talking about. Well, I mean, well, even like Brat, I think Brat. You know, Brat was still a teenager, so I got hit with the "We So Young" shit. And hip hop was not young. Right, when I came out with Crisscross, Xscape, and Brat, they all was teenagers. Even I was a teenager. So I think that it wasn't accepted the way it wasn't put in the places that it was supposed to be, because they was looking at us like we was young and we wasn't supposed to be there.
Do you feel like I don't know how close you and Puff were to that versus. I was only hearing rumblings of it. But the rumblings were...
You was helping, you was helping. You was helping, though. You was talking shit.
You picking that shit up here?
I couldn't wait for that.
Look at you, nigga. Yeah, that's why I said,
I couldn't wait for that. I couldn't wait for that versus, though, because you was like, you was going to send y'all Atlanta niggas back to Atlanta. So,
that's how you could have waited for your shit.
Yeah, let's go.
How close were y'all to that versus?
We was really close. I mean... I was.
That's the question I was going to ask.
I had heard.
We was really close, but I mean, you know, it was, you know, they had to up the money a little bit more, because we was trying to give y'all a real concert. It wasn't them like it don't matter. Me and Puff he got songs, I got songs. The world know that. But for us to do this the way it's supposed to be done.
Yeah, but you don't take a little offense to that when people say he got songs and you got. It's a difference between the songs that you have and the songs that he has.
Yeah, but I've learned to.
You from New York, boy?
That's what I was about to ask.
You from New York? Don't get crazy because
he's making a point about he's talking about from the technical standpoint of me actually writing and Puff like I've learned to morph into the world that I live in as opposed to like trying to walk around the world like I'm different. I know I'm different, but I can't exist unless I pay attention to the niggas that's doing it differently than me.
I want to say I had you winning in Atlanta and Puff winning in New York.
You said that.
Yeah, did he say that?
Now I just said a lot. I didn't think you heard that.
Yeah.
But I probably said a lot more. Just on some New York shit, but
But then we started breaking down.
I didn't think that Puff could do nothing with
the
you.
hip hop side, the R&B side. We started breaking it down like that.
Okay, so Versus primarily was like 20 songs each side, right?
Yeah.
But you said it was going to be a concert. So was it going to be more?
We were going to do the 20 songs, I think. But
okay, so question for you: What can you tell us? What some of your 20 were going to be?
With mine?
Because we were guessing. We were trying to guess up here. What?
I mean, I was going to bring the whole gun. Like my clip was loaded. I
know what he's done.
But you can also use the people who you've produced and not performed on. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot.
Okay, so Mariah has records with both. She had to be there, right?
Usher
has records with both. He would have. You know what I'm saying? It was going to be a situation where it was artists that we would share. You know what I mean? And yeah, the problem was that trying to get Puff artists to go for him. That was the biggest problem.
Yeah.
I ain't telling y'all something y'all don't know. Don't do that shit.
I had no idea.
So because you were so like I'm older a little bit, so I remember like Jump. I was in high school. And so because
a lot was a little bit.
You might have been in high school too.
Nope, elementary.
Anyway, because New York back then was so centralized as the mecca of hip hop, and because you was running the South like that, you think that's why you don't really get your just due as much as you should?
Nah, I'm saying it's a young thing, right? Like it's crazy to me. Like I tried to sign 2 Chainz. It's my brother 2 Chainz, right? And me and Hov, we tried to sign 2 Chainz before 2 Chainz did his deal with Def Jam. And I remember on the phone, like it was yesterday, he said to me, he was like, JD, it's a young man game. And I was like, I don't really know how to accept it. It's like, I'm the young man who made it possible for niggas to even say young man game.
Right. You can't say that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the part that I really hate that people don't pay attention to. I'm the person who put young niggas into rap music and made it possible for them to see it and say, oh shit, young niggas can rap. I ain't gotta be 30 years old no more.
See, but that's back to Melissa Ford's question, the Quincy Jones shit, not the Mother Nut question, about how your peers speak about you, right? Like, I feel like 1 month Bow Wow is on some JD shit. The next month he on some, it's just Snoop. It's just only Snoop. Like y'all, not even y'all, because it don't be you. It be him that is so wishy-washy. Like, when do we stabilize that?
I mean, I think it's stabilized now. I just think that, like, Bow Wow's a rapper, right? And I say this to say because how many rappers y'all see? Nicki Minaj, these niggas just be crashing out on, they just what they do on a day-to-day basis. Bow Wow does exactly what he sees rappers do. It's calculated. If you start crashing out and some other niggas start crashing out and some other niggas start crashing out, Bow Wow be sitting at home like, shit, I guess that's what we on. Shit, right? And the only person he can crash out on and nothing gonna happen is me. If you ain't never seen Bow Wow say, fuck Joe Budden and you know, if he do that, it's gonna go on somewhere else. If he do it with me, you know, I'm not paying no attention to nothing he talking about. Like,
you think
was
some
you drunk last night, nigga? What the you know what I mean? Like,
you think some of that is based off the fact that a large part of the success he's seen has been attached to when he's worked with you, and he's just fighting to kind of get his own identity?
That's a great
in
question.
certain ways.
At some point, yeah, it was a lot of that because, you know, Bow Wow been doing this since he was 6.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing that, like, I just think I'm attached to a lot of unbelievable things in hip hop, and niggas just don't want to believe a lot of the shit that surrounded me. Like, even the story about Bow Wow being signed to Death Row when he was 6, niggas don't want to believe that. That's Bow Wow on Snoop album saying, hey, that's Snoop, you in the back with the French braids.
Yeah.
That's Bow Wow. I want to be a motherfucking gangster. This kid is saying this on the first rap album that damn near sold 1 million records. That means everybody heard him, right? You gotta think how he feel. He feel like, oh, y'all niggas really don't know who I am.
I'm a vet, yeah.
You know what I mean? So he really be trying to get that off his chest more than anything. And a couple of times when we have worked, I go my direction and he be left to work with himself. And yeah, I think he feels like at that point, people be looking at him like, oh, you can't do it without JD. So then he has to try to prove to y'all that that's what's going on.
So is it like some type of, you think, like an abandonment thing?
Nah, it's just like, so I had my deal at Sony, and the deal, you know, the business was bad or whatever, and I decided to leave. When I decided to leave, I didn't fight for the artist. I just left because I didn't want to have nothing to do with the building no more, and I didn't want to deal with taking Jagged Edge and Bow Wow and everybody and be like caught up in this whole legal situation. I wanted to go so I could keep making records. When I left Bow, he didn't understand it, right? He didn't understand what was going on, and he thought it was like me just leaving him, like you saying, and abandoning him. And I tried to explain it to him, but he was really younger at that time, and he didn't understand the business aspect of what was happening.
He was hurt.
And he took it personal.
I understand.
I'm just making music with my big brother.
Yeah.
And now he
thought I'd left him.
You got to pop up at the Millennium Tour.
I did.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Can I ask, was there any real beef behind you and Timbaland and Dre back in the day, or was that just music?
It wasn't no real beef. It was based on the same thing. Like, I was sitting here trying to say what I'm saying right now, and niggas seen it and got mad. Like, who this nigga think he is? Talking about if you put all of us in a room, who gonna come out with a song first? That's all I said. Right? That's all I said. And they took it. They took offense to it. And I didn't understand that either. I mean, like, it's like I said, niggas be acting like I be lying, I'm capping. I'm saying, like, you put us all in a room right now, I'm coming out with a full song. It might not be good.
No, Timbaland now, he got that AI shit going on.
That's Suno, we call that Suno, right? That record done already. With an Asian girl on it too.
I ain't talking. Listen, me and Tim is cool at this point. We done kicked it now since then. So Tim, I ain't saying nothing about you. But yeah, that's what it was back then.
In terms of raw talent, then would it be fair to say you see yourself as the most talented of hip hop?
No, I won't say that. I feel like you gotta think. I got into this shit when I was 12 years old, right? I made Jump when I was 16. I found Crisscross when I was 16 to 17 years old, right? That's when I discovered Crisscross. I'm not even in the music business. I don't even live in New York. I live in Atlanta, right? So that means I don't know nobody. I don't know engineers. I don't know nobody that's in the music industry, right? All I know is what I want to do and what I want to be. So I was forced to do everything myself.
You had to teach yourself the drum machines and all that shit.
I'm in there I'm just trying to make it. I don't know nothing, right? And I don't know that I'm doing something that other people don't do. I'm just doing what I believe this the only way it's gonna happen, right? As a result, I ended up doing something that everybody else don't do, and other people have these outlets. Y'all got that city right there was hip hop. Atlanta, we had a rap show in Atlanta that came on Friday night and stayed on for an hour. That's the only hip hop we are in Atlanta.
When you think about all you do to make a record, like you said, every step of the way you do, and you come out of a room fast with a song, faster than most with a song, does that ever make you resent? Do you ever develop resentment toward the artist? Like, do you ever feel like they don't appreciate all that you've done for them?
Nah. Like I said, I only say this when I'm talking about this publicly. When I'm in the studio, I don't even think about it. I know what my role is, and I allow you to do what you do. And if you feel like you need a little help, then I'll help you out. But if not, we're gonna make a record. This is what it's gonna be.
I was uncomfortable when you were on. I want to say that was Tank's part. I didn't like what you said about Xscape.
What I said?
You said that you had to figure out how to market them as ugly bitches, because the Biggie song, R&B bitches came out.
Did I say I had to figure out how to market them as ugly bitches? I didn't say
whatever
that.
you said. I was like,
that's what you heard.
But I did have to listen. Let me say this:
as not cute girl.
I did have to deal with the Biggie saying that was like the internet now, back then, right? The newest rapper in the world that everybody is saying is going to be the biggest rapper in the world. This your group. This is my first artist. This is my first group on my label, and you choose my group to say I'd rather fuck RuPaul than fuck them ugly ass Xscape bitches. That shit was like an earthquake in my house. Like, you know what I mean? And it was like in every interview.
You got to talk.
Right. How you feel about Biggie? Every interview. How you feel about? Then they had to deal with it. And I'm like, okay. So I'm trying to do damage control. I'm trying to be the CEO. I'm not even 21 years old. I don't know what the fuck to do. I had to like try to figure out. Okay, cool. If that's how y'all feel, this is what I said. If that's how y'all feel, I bet y'all won't find no group that can sing better than them. I had to get this shit off of them and put it on their talent, right? And I had to get it, and I had to do it in a way that they felt comfortable about it, and knowing that they could fight back with the weapons they had. So it became, Xscape really can fucking sing. Like, that's what people start saying. So I seen people that was saying the Biggie shit start saying, they can really fucking sing. Let's have them come up here and sing. And that's the only way I could get it off. I didn't know what else to do.